Yo, what's going on, guys? I'm gonna move my camera over here a little bit. I want y'all to see like my setup and stuff, what I got going. GCTV back with another video, and in this video we are going to be talking about the NBA. Is my mic working? Mic check. There we go. Yeah, I mean, I pretty much go live every night that NBA basketball takes place, and here we go. We had 10 games, so I'm gonna kind of skim through most of the games. We're not gonna like closely talk about a lot of them, but yeah, I mean, Wizards Hawks. We can start with that game. That was a good game. I watched a decent amount of it. It was fun. It was a fun matchup. Bradley Beal and the Wizards spoil Quinn Snyder's Hawks debut with a 3-point win. Returning to the bench for the first time in 10 months, Quinn Snyder quickly got an idea of the challenge he faces with the Atlanta Hawks, trying to turn this franchise around, trying to help them win basketball games. It's not easy for that team to win, despite all the talent they have. They're still working with two ball-dominant guards. It's difficult. So, yeah, we're going to see how Quinn Snyder does with the Hawks. I don't think they're doing bad this season, but they're definitely not a good team. So, yeah, I mean, looking at the Wizards, 28 points for Kuzma, 13 and 12 for Daniel Gafford, filling in for Kristaps. He did very well. 37 points for Bradley Beal as well, so there you go. I think Bradley Beal probably had one of his better games of the season for sure. Looking at the Hawks, 13 and 15 for Clint Capella. He shot 75% from the field. 31 points for Trae Young off of 33% three-point shooting. He almost hit a game winner. I would say just guys like A.J. Griffin off the bench. Like I don't really think their starters have any problems right now. I just think some of their bench players definitely need to fill a role for this team. Moving on though, Bucks and Nets. Man, I really want to see the Nets win basketball games. Like, it's a really fun team to watch. It's really entertaining. They have a cool roster. Giannis Antetokounmpo returns. The Bucks beat the Nets by 14 for their 15th straight. I don't know what the hell is happening. They have secured the best team in the NBA spot, which I think is kind of bullshit because the Celtics have one more game under their belt. We'll see. Giannis Antetokounmpo, great scoring, great rebounding. I mean, their win streak just keeps evolving. This video isn't going to be long. Don't plan on it. I'm kind of just skimming through games. I don't remember watching this game. I watched a little bit of it. Not much. Not any, like, impactful minutes. I didn't watch any crunch time stuff. Well, this game didn't really have crunch time, but Giannis, 33 and 15. He shot 50% from 3. 13 and 10 for Brook Lopez as well. Those two played great for them tonight. Not much complaints. Oh, my God. What the fuck? Not much complaints, but looking at the other side, Mikal Bridges had 31 points, and Spencer Dinwiddie had 26, 50% from 3. They definitely have guys that can put the ball in the basket. There's no doubt about that. They definitely have those guys. It's just figuring out what the rest of the team's going to do, because, I mean, Dorian Finney-Smith, a lot of guys, Dorian Finney-Smith, Royce O'Neal, Cam Thomas, those guys just didn't really play that well for this team tonight. I don't know. They weren't really outputting that much on offense. I know Dorian Finney-Smith, DFS, is not really an offensive player, but still needs to do a little more than 5 points, not making a single three. He needs to be more productive for sure. Bulls, Raptors, another tough loss for the Bulls. I don't know, man. I'm not sure about it. I mean, the Raptors are playing really good basketball right now, but we're sure the Bulls should be losing all these games. I'm not really sure. Raptors beat the Bulls by 6 for their 8th victory in 10 games. Yeah, like I said, to be fair, I mean, the Raptors aren't good, but they're playing really fucking good right now. Good scoring for Pascal Siakam, decent help on the offensive end for Gary Trent. Yeah, man, I mean, shout out to the Raptors, I guess. The Raptors are definitely a team I want to see succeed. They got some cool players, I'm a fan of guys like Gary Trent and Pascal Siakam. They got some fun players on their squad. Looking at the Bulls, I mean, Vucevic had 23 points, but that's about it. He shot 67% from 3. I mean, their guard play is just kind of weak. I mean, Alex Caruso. I really appreciate Andre Drummond coming off the bench and getting a bunch of boards, but he also needs to be a little bit more of an offensive weapon for this team. It is what it is. I don't know, Caruso and Andre Drummond, if they can be more of a factor on this team on the scoring end, I think we'd be looking at a slightly better Bulls team, but in the Raptors, you get a 20-point performance per Pascal Siakam, and that's about it. A pretty scrappy game, honestly. Not a lot of high scoring in that one. Moving on to Lakers-Grizzlies, not really a good game. No LeBron, no D'Lo, so yeah, it's still fun to watch the Lakers, though. Still watch them kind of figure things out. They are playing the Thunder tomorrow night, and you fucking bet I'm watching that game for sure. John Morant's third quarter burst leads the Grizzlies past the Lakers. What an amazing third quarter. What an amazing game scoring for Ja Morant. He really took over this game, and he wanted this game more than anyone. He played great. I mean, passing the ball, rebounding the ball. That man was doing everything tonight. Yeah, they won by 12. This is the Lakers' first game since LeBron injured his right foot. He should be out for a couple of weeks, which is not good news. The Lakers are now 4 games under 500, despite getting D'Lo out of the trade deadline. I don't know, man. I'm not really looking forward to the Lakers. I'm really not. I don't know. You look at him, 28-19 for Anthony Davis. I mean, hey, at least Anthony Davis is trying out there. 10-10, little stat line for Dennis Schroeder. 21 points for Lonnie Walker off of 50% three-point shooting off the bench. That's something I appreciate. Lonnie Walker's been a solid scorer in this league for some time. Man, Troy Brown played terrible. Yeah, I mean, getting LeBron back is step number 1 for this team. I mean, holy shit, Troy Brown did not play good. You look at the Grizzlies, though. Xavier Tillman at 18 points, 11 rebounds. He played a great game. Shout out to Tillman. He played great. 39, 10, and 10 for Ja Morant. Yeah, one of the better games in recent memory from Ja Morant. I mean, obviously he's had a fantastic season. He's definitely like a consistent 25 to 30 points, but this is a superb game for Ja recently. I like it. It's awesome. I think that the social media posting, the whole thing on Twitter was kind of much, but yeah, Nuggets Rockets, not really much of a game, but it's important. I mean, Nikola Jokic has his 100th triple-double. The Nuggets beat the Rockets by 21. Again, not a good game, but history, a milestone takes place. When Nikola Jokic was presented with a game ball by Denver coach Michael Malone after recording his 100th career triple-double, Malone said the superstar seemed almost embarrassed by the gesture. I don't know. I feel like Jokic is very, nonchalant, I mean, he had 14, 10, and 11. I mean, that's kind of slight, but still, it's a great game. Jamal Murray did a lot of the scoring for this team tonight. He had 32 points. He shot 50% from 3, 67% from the field. So, yeah, he played pretty damn good. I'm going to be honest with you. Oh, shit, I thought it wasn't recording. That would have been terrible. But, the Rockets are just the Rockets. I mean, Terry Eason, good game off the bench. 17 points, 12 rebounds, 70% from shooting, Wow, the Rockets are just terrible. Alperen Sengun, very, very disappointing performance for him tonight, but it is what it is. I don't really have much to say about him, if I'm being honest. I mean, what the hell can you say? They're one of the worst teams, if not the worst team in the NBA. Kings Thunder, pretty solid game. Kings have been giving teams the business all year. They have been lighting the beam like no other year in their history. Harrison Barnes scores 29 points. The Kings beat the Thunder for their 4th straight win. Shout out to the Kings. The Kings are a fun team. They're cool, I like seeing them do good for sure. Great scoring for Harrison Barnes. Yeah, they've just been going off recently. They've been coming out of the All-Star break with some fire. They want to secure a top 3 spot in the West, and I'm all for it. Sabonis, 22 points, 13 rebounds, 80% from the field. Such an efficient player. This team is so fucking good. I mean, 29 points for Harrison Barnes, 80% three-point shooting. Keegan Murray, 13 and 10, 50% shooting. Kevin Huerter, 20 points, 33% three-point shooting. I mean, they have 4 guys out there, even without De'Aaron Fox, they have 4 guys out there just playing great basketball. I haven't seen a team like the Kings do what they do. I mean, their coach, Mike Brown. Is it Mike Brown? He might as well get Coach of the Year. I think he should get Coach of the Year. Either him or Michael Malone, of course. Or Joe Mazzulla. Those are my 3 Coach of the Years. Mike Brown is working wonders with this team. And I mean, I'm not saying that the Kings are a trash team at all. But, man, they definitely shouldn't be 36 and 25. They should be a 500 team, honestly. But looking at the Thunder, I mean, 27 points for Jalen Williams. They got some young guys playing some pretty good minutes in this league. I mean, 33% three-point shooting for him. You get 21 points for Dario Saric off the bench, which is out of nowhere. I mean, he shot 33% from 3. Not a good game from the other Jalen Williams. I mean, Jeremiah Robinson Earl continues to kind of struggle off the bench in terms of offensive output. No shade. I guess you got to take this game with a little bit of a grain of salt, but I don't know. The Thunder have been struggling lately, and I don't like to see it because they had a really good run for a while. But Pacers, Mavs. Guys, why can't the Mavs win games? How are we 1-4 coming out of the trade deadline with Luka and Kyrie on your team, and you are 1-4? I mean, the guard play has failed for a decent amount of teams. I mean, the Westbrook Harden thing was somewhat of a failure. Even putting Westbrook with Beal didn't really work that well. Kyrie and Harden pairing up, yeah, maybe the superstar guard duo isn't the best thing. You know, we haven't seen a really good superstar backcourt like that since probably Curry and Prime Thompson, of course. You know what I mean? But Tyrese Halliburton scores 32. The Pacers hold off Luka Doncic and the Mavs. They win by 2. Tyrese Halliburton gets to celebrate twice after winning a duel of birthday boys with Luka Doncic. It's kind of cool. Both of their birthdays were tonight. Who cares, though? The Pacers are trash. I don't care. I mean, the Mavs shouldn't really worry. I mean, they are 1-4 since the trade deadline, but they've made a cushion. You know, Luka's been on a mission this year. But Miles Turner is such an underrated basketball player. I mean, 24 points, 50% shooting from the 3-point line. Man, Miles Turner. Can Miles Turner please come to the Celtics? That would be so awesome. I love Robert Williams. I can appreciate Al Horford's veteran presence, but my goodness, can we get a guy like Miles Turner on our team? We would win the championship without a competition, honestly. But 32 points for Tyrese Halliburton, 33% three-point shooting, 50% from the field. I mean, yeah, Luka tried to carry. He had 39 points off of 33% three-point shooting. Kyrie didn't play that good, but, I mean, you're also on a team with guys like Justin Holiday, who, I don't know how he's a starter in the NBA. I don't know. But moving on to the Spurs, we got the final 3 games here. Spurs and Jazz. Spurs win a game. Wow. Spurs snapped their 16-game losing streak with a victory over the Jazz. They won by 8. Keldon Johnson had a good scoring night. Of course, Keldon Johnson's been pretty damn consistent this year. Wow, they win a game. That's awesome. Shout out to him. That's cool. But yeah, I mean, 25 points for Keldon Johnson. That's all they really had out there. You look at the Jazz, you get a 28-10 performance for Lauri Markkanen. He was throwing shit down. I mean, this dude plays like a slightly less athletic Giannis. That's literally how he plays, but with a strap. Like, 28 points, 10 rebounds, 50% three-point shooting. You get a 10 and 15 stallion for Walker Kessler, which I really like that big man duo. I think it's one of the best in the league. And I mean, they're not a good team, though. But, yeah, it's worth noting that man. Kelly Olynyk, I appreciate his effort on the boards and stuff, but guys like him, guys like Fontecchio, guys like Rudy Gay, guys like Johnny Juzang off the bench. I mean, Johnny Juzang had his first points, but guys like that need to, produce more for this team. Yeah, what can I say? I mean, they just need more bench production. I mean, and they need a guy like Kelly Olynyk to put up 20-point games like he was at the beginning of the year. Blazers, Warriors. Wow, Warriors got it done. Shout out to the Warriors. No Steph Curry. They're able to take a dub. Jordan Poole and Klay Thompson rallied the Warriors back to beat the Blazers by 18. They rallied in a big way. Great scoring, decent passing and rebounding for Jordan Poole. Klay Thompson scoring well as well. A nice little guard duo going there. And yeah, they beat Damian Lillard. I mean, Damian Lillard is playing and they were able to beat him. Those two guys. 24 points for Jeremy Grant, 25 points for Dame. I mean, Drew Eubanks, Trenton Wofford, Keon Johnson, just not great performances for guys like that. I don't know. It is what it is. What the hell happened to Anthony Simons? Is he on the fucking Blazers? Can he please play, dude? Like, honestly, he needs to return. Because I think the Trailblazers are in trouble without him. I think he does a lot more than what people want to give him credit for. Looking at the Warriors, though, I mean, shout out to the Warriors. This is a really good win for them to get. I mean, 23 points for Klay Thompson. Don't sleep on Dante DiVincenzo. That boy had 21 points. He's putting in some impactful minutes. Without Curry, he's actually filling that void pretty well. 29 points for Jordan Poole, shooting 30% from 3. Yeah, let's just talk about the last game, Timberwolves Clips. I'm surprised here. I mean, the Timberwolves are able to pull a game out of the hat, push them up to that decent level, that 500 mark, that mediocre. They're gonna try to overcome some things. Let's be honest, I think their team's kind of a lost cause. Like, I know they're winning games at a 50-50 rate, right? But let's be real, this team isn't going anywhere this year. Like, they got rid of D'Lo and got Mike Conley and no, they got rid of fucking Malik Beat. No, he was on the Jazz. They got rid of Jared Vanderbilt, one of the best hustle bench players in the NBA. I don't know. I mean, shout out to Jaden McDaniels. He has 20 points. The Timberwolves beat the Clippers by 7. One of Jaden McDaniels' better games of the year. He helped them win the game. Anthony Edwards added a decent amount of points, and they lost 3 straight going into this one, and they were able to take the dub. So that's always great. Yeah, 20 points for Jaden McDaniels off of 40% three-point shooting, 67% from the field. 12 and 10 for Kyle Anderson, 50% from the field. Clippers, 25 points for Paul George, 23 points for Kawhi Leonard, 50% three-point shooting. 14 and 10 for Russell Westbrook, who shot 67% from 3. Man, Marcus Morris didn't play great. I'm going to be honest, he did not play great. Can't be perfect, but man, that man has to take a couple of more big shots and hit them, They need those role players. They need those X Factor guys to fill in, and they're not having it. I mean, their star players are playing pretty well. Pretty average. I would say they're playing average, but even when those guys are playing average, you still need X Factor guys to come in and pick up the scraps a little bit. But, yeah, leave a like, comment, subscribe. I'll be with you guys tomorrow for Last of Us and Outer Banks review. I am out. Catch you guys in the next one.